Welcome to the Wasteland News Network. The public test server PTS opened this past weekend, and fair warning, this episode does contain spoilers. With the opening of the PTS, we were told to create brand new characters. They didn't import our high-level characters. So what happens now when you leave the vault is you can be a fresh dweller on the right at level 1, or there are preset battle-ready dwellers starting at level 20. Now they have their own sets of perk cards, their own weapons, and extras that you get on your person. And from there, you can journey out into the wasteland. So let's take a quick look at the 5 presets. Understand this is the public test server, and these things have a chance to change. So you have a special loadout for Commando, Slugger, Gunslinger, Shotgunner, and Specialist, a VAT Specialist. So you have a little bit of a build already, depending on what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and go with melee, because who knows how many bullets I can find. Now it's a lot easier coming out of the vault for new players. Here you go. You want to be a melee build? Here you go. Here's a pre-made melee build. So let's head out of the vault and see what's new. Okay, let's see what my melee build received. Let's just open up our Pip-Boy and have a look. We have a nice selection of grenades and a sharp baseball bat, some leather armor, small backpack, some food, I think antibiotics, about 25 stim packs, some repair kits, new catapper, some junk to build a few things at your camp, like your stash box and everything, and obviously no ammunition, as I'm a melee build. Okay, let's head out of the Vault 76 and see what's down the hill here. After this, I'll go through all the high-level patch notes. They should be coming out today. And I see something down here. Maybe something with the robot. Can't miss that with the big red arrow. What is this? There's a note. Let's have a look at the note. A donations crate. Finally. Welcome to the Wasteland. Welcome to Appalachia. Hell of a place, isn't it? Okay, so your friendly neighborhood wastelander. Finally, instead of just taking your belongings and dropping them in a paper bag and watching them disappear up there, for new players, a donations crate. And they've also asked for these all over the map rather than just here at Vault 76. Pennington is still here. Nothing new with him. So let's go through what's new according to the patch notes right now. And they've divided it up into 3 sections, the first being new additions. And as you saw, you can start your character at level 20. They've placed the donation box. There's also 2 new perk cards. Arms Keeper will reduce the weight of rifles, stable tools, automatic melee weapons like a chainsaw will have increased durability. So 2 new perk cards. There are now level 10 versions of T45 and Raider power armor. They've added a new filter when viewing perk cards. And we do not give warning to players under level 50 trying to run daily ops. All workbench lists use alphabetical sorting. Item names in the workbench are standardized across all lists. Show unlockable button now shows recipes you can learn through a plan, scrapping, or can purchase in the Atomic Shop. Finally, unlearned recipes show the name of the plan you need, what item to scrap, or lets you buy it from the store. 1-star legendary mods no longer show up under random legendary mods, and 2- and 3-star mods now display correctly under current mods when inspecting an item. An improved learned mod counter. So all of these things, great new additions. And new design changes. They've lowered the level requirements for various perk cards. I have to check in on that. Added more default camp recipes for all players. Rebalanced combat in Morgantown and Somerville. Replaced the Liberator bots outside of Vault 76 with feral ghouls. Oh, that was the best spot to go find those things for a daily. Lowered the frequency of enemy attacks on the player's camp. adjusted the gun fu perk effect and text description. The bugs have been exterminated and mysterious construction has begun at the Gilman lumber mill. There's some new, really interesting and fun new voice acting going on there and other items. It's pretty cool. Renamed over 600 camp items. Removed the Hunter Hunted radio station and event. I think I played it once. Good with Salt description accurately states the effects of the modification, and the refrigerated perk now does not stack with that perk. Grenadier perk now applies to Gauss weapons. Players will no longer receive legendary power armor pieces as rewards from events and quests until level 20. Legendary creatures no longer mutate at 50% health to have health regeneration, but instead have 60% increased health. Interesting. Various changes to health resistances and weapon damage for the following characters. I'll let you read that by yourselves. Reduce the amount of pop-up information upon exiting the vault. Increase aid items in low-level quest rewards and challenges. Daily ops rewards prioritized, yes, giving unlearned recipe rewards to players. Once all recipes are learned, players will start getting repeats. So I'm happy with that. There's a few that I don't know, so that's perfect. And one of the most important things, other players can no longer steal your camp's bone chimes. Wow. And bug fixes and improvements. They've adjusted the terrain around the Moonshine Jamboree event and fixed an issue that would cause the event to fail when depositing Gulper Venom within a few seconds left on the timer. They've also fixed various excavator power armor inconsistencies. Rad Scorpion omelets now heal a Formula P addiction. The carnivore mutation now works with the cannibal perk. Fixed an issue preventing players from VATs targeting extra large creatures from a distance. Fixed an issue causing combat groups to persist over long distances, keeping the player in combat. Fixed melee power attacks sometimes not registering as power attacks. Great. The imposter sheep squatch area of attack can no longer damage players who are out of sight of it. Fixed an issue where a player could become stuck in the vertibird post-expedition. Mutated party packs now grant healing salves when all recipes have been learned. Salvaged Assaultron head now displays charging damage instead of single shot. New players no longer receive an unnamed radio station with information on Nuka World on tour upon leaving the vault. And players can no longer attack with auto melee weapons and sprint at the same time in third person, and nuke effects no longer appear indoors. And as promised, we finally get, at the end of August 29th, Meat Week returns for 2 weeks. And finally, after many years, we have new tradable plans. Pepino Pig plushie, Wilbur McPig plushie, Punty Pig plushie, Mutant Hound taxidermy, Mutant Hound diagram, Super Mutant diagram, a bloody rug, and a bloody curtain door. Finally, this is really what we want. Besides more content, is more event rewards, new from old events to get them, new stuff, man, new stuff. Okay, and Graham, who is always there during Meat Week, has a slew of new plans. A clean park bench, some domestic tables, suitcases, picnic tables, various colored mirror balls. Quite a lot to chase Graham down for. Sorry about that. And thanks so very much for watching, and I'll see you out in the wasteland.